The view from a backup camera is crystal clear, but without it, the blind zone is enormous and among one of the reasons why a Pelham family went to Washington, D.C. to fight for the backup cameras. The Dollins make time every week, gathering together to share stories.
Wait, you're there? Yeah. And me? I was there. Was I there?
The tales typically focused on their energetic, enthusiastic Abagail.
She came into our life very suddenly and took over.
April 11th, 2010, just 2 days after celebrating Abigail's second birthday with pink cupcakes, she was outside chasing a ball.
She tripped and fell, and at that time our neighbor came out and he was a teenager, so just didn't understand and know better, and backed up and backed right over her. You always have that in the back of your mind as a parent. What if something happens to my child? And I have to say it's far, far worse than anything I could have ever imagined. Still, 5 years later, every single day is hard. Every single day I miss her, I think about her, I feel her presence.
Her mother, Brandy Dollin, says she still aches to hold the tiny hands now imprinted on a grave marker.
If I had a choice, I would have died that day with her.
According to kidsandcars.org, every week, 50 children are backed over to die.
It's really hard to comprehend just how big the blind zone is behind every vehicle. You can fit a whole busload full of children behind your car and you can't see any of them.
The group dedicated to keeping children safe in and around motor vehicles did just that, placing 62 children unseen by rearview mirrors behind an SUV for a public service announcement. Some Hoover mothers got to see for themselves with the car turned off. Fighting for You wanted to know if they could see the 6 toddlers playing behind a minivan or even the adults seated beside them at times in the rearview mirror.
Oh, I can't see anything.
A little nerve-wracking, definitely. It would be really impossible to see them.
Can you see either one of your daughters?
Not at all.
Even more concerning, while Ferris Mainers was behind the wheel, her toddling twins were on the move. Okay. We measured how far they got away from the bumper.
This is over 20 feet.
That's very concerning and very scary and very eye-opening all at the same time.
Especially when you consider parents or other loved ones are usually behind the wheel when a child is hit. The Dollins will tell you, moving forward, breathing, still a struggle.
I can't mentally let myself go into a what-if situation. I've just had to forbid that in my mind because that would make me crazy. So I just have to get up every day and say, okay, this happened, so what now?
Abagail, always their passionate child, now the inspiration behind trips to D.C. to fight for the backup camera law now on the books.
Sometimes they'll say, I miss Abigail, or I wish she was here, and so she's a part of our life, and we try as many ways as we can to keep her included in our life.
But at the end of their weekly family time, the Dollins hold hands to head home, always without Abagail. Fighting for You, Honora Gathings, ABC 3340.